Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters. Hello and welcome to another video in the Arabic language school with Muhammad Saleh. This is a new lesson in the Arabic grammar series. Words in Arabic language are divided into three types. Al-ism, the noun, al-fi'l, the verb, al-harf, the preposition. Each type has a specific function and rules in the correct Arabic sentence. It is important to know the type of each word in order to use it in the right way and understand the meaning of the sentence. Today's episode will be a quick presentation of the general features of nouns, al-asma', which is the first type of Arabic words. And we will talk about some important topics, such as signs of nouns to be sure that this word is really a noun, and some types of nouns in Arabic language, and some important features in Arabic language regarding the nouns, because Arabic is different from English in many ways. This is a general presentation. I will talk about all the details in coming grammar lessons. Give me a like and subscribe, and let's go. Al-ism, the noun, is the first corner of the language. It is any word that has a specific meaning and time is not part of this meaning. The meaning doesn't depend or change according to time. Example: شجرة, a tree, or walad, a boy. Each word has a specific meaning and it doesn't change with time. The tree is the same in the past, present, and future. You will understand this definition when you compare it with the definition of the verb and the preposition in the coming lessons. The noun also is the word that refers to person, place, object, or something. For example, Ahmad refers to a boy. Fatima refers to a girl. Asad, lion, refers to the well-known animal. Misr, Egypt, refers to the country. Now we will quickly talk about alamatul asma', signs of nouns. How to make sure that this word is 100% a noun. Number 1. Nouns accept definition. Definition marks are only applied to nouns. In Arabic language, this marks is al, alif plus lam. We say al-walad, the boy, الشجرة, the tree, الدولة, the country. If you find a word that begins with al or accept al, it is 100% a noun. Number 2. Nouns accept tanween sign. Tanween is addition of sound of letter noun at the end of the word. We pronounce the sound noon, but it is written in the form of double vowels. Two fatha signs like Muhammadan, two dhamma signs like Muhammadun, or two kasra signs like Muhammadin. Also, masjidan, masjidun, masjidin. The sound of the noon at the end of the word. This is the tanween and it is distinctive feature of nouns. Only Arabic nouns accept tanween at the end. تنوين usually indicates النكرة in definition. سيارة a car, any car. مسجد any mosque, and so on. We will study تنوين in details in upcoming episode. Sign number 3. The nouns accept النداء, calling on them. English doesn't use specific prepositions for calling, but we have some in Arabic. For example, يا. We use it before nouns to call on them, to grab the attention. Example, يا أحمد or يا هند. يا is calling preposition to grab the attention, and it comes only with nouns because we cannot call a verb or preposition. Number 4. الأسماء تقبل الجر. Nouns accept كسرة sign at the end of the word. قرأت في الكتاب. The word الكتاب has كسرة at the end. ذهبت إلى المسجد. The word مسجد has كسرة at the end. This sign is a little advanced. We will study it more in details at higher levels of Arabic grammar. But for the record, the word that accepts kasra at the end is a noun. Now let's talk about some types of nouns in Arabic language, because some words are considered to be nouns in Arabic but not in other languages. Number 1. All names of people, places, emotions, and so on are nouns. This is easy. Number 2. According to Arabic definition of nouns, there is some words that considered to be nouns in Arabic because it accepts the qualification of nouns. This is the nature of Arabic, and it may be different than your language. For example, all kinds of pronouns, الضمائر, such as personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, and object pronouns, and so on. In Arabic, these are nouns and accept all rules of nouns in the sentence. Also, among the Arabic nouns are أسماء الإشارة, demonstrative pronouns in English. The literal translation of أسماء الإشارة is the pointing nouns. Examples: هذا, this, ذلك, that, and so on. Also, relative clauses, الأسماء الموصولة, حيث, where, الذي or التي, which or whom. These words are also nouns. Arabic has some distinctive nature. It is good to know some of the important features to help you to study the language. Let's talk about some general features of Arabic nouns. According to Arabic morphology, علم الصرف, the maximum number of essential or original letters in Arabic nouns is 7 letters, like استخراج, استعمال. There is no such big words in Arabic that consist of 10 or more letters. This is a good news. However, if you found a word with more than 7 letters, it is actually more than one word and combined together. The word استعملته, I used it, is 8 letters, but it is not one word. The last letter ha is object pronoun. It is another word. And it is part of the connected pronouns. The word استعمالات is 9 letters. 7 are essential, and the alif and ta at the end is the feminine plural sign. Number 2. المذكر والمؤنث في اللغة العربية. Gender in Arabic nouns, the masculine and the feminine. In Arabic language, there is a distinctive separation of the masculine, مذكر, and feminine, مؤنث, nouns. Every noun must be either a masculine or a feminine. It cannot be neutral. Examples: السيارة, the car, is feminine. المسجد, the mosque, masculine. الشمس, the sun, feminine. القمر, the moon, masculine. Even the non-tangible words like emotions. السعادة, the happiness, feminine. الحزن, the sadness, masculine. القوة, the strength, feminine. الضعف, weakness, masculine, and so on. Also, notice that all the words I mentioned are less than 7 letters. Any noun is by default a masculine, unless it is attached to a feminine sign, like we will study later. The subject of masculine and feminine is important because many things in sentence depend on this. Pronouns that come with each word depends on the gender of the word. Also, the verb conjugation is different for the masculine and feminine, and adjectives, and so on. In terms of number, Arabic nouns may be single, mufrad, or plural, جمع. The plural has multiple forms according to the masculine and feminine state. Number 1. جمع المذكر السالم, regular, masculine, plural. Number 2. جمع المؤنث السالم, regular, feminine, plural. And جمع التكسير, irregular, plural form. I will not give you examples in this video. This is a presentation to get the general idea. In addition to single and plural, there is a specific form called al-muthanna, the dual, refers to the two. It is used in daily life and books and in Quran, so it is important. Just to give you an idea, ولدان, 2 boys, بنتان, 2 girls. So we have single, dual, and plural. المفرد, والمثنى, والجمع. Like the masculine and feminine, many things in sentence depend on the number of the nouns, the pronouns, and verb conjugations, and other criteria. So, as a general rule, the pronouns and verb conjugations and many rules in Arabic sentence depend on the gender and number of the nouns. This is a very important idea. Keep it in your head and it will make everything much easier. This is the nature of Arabic language. Thank you for joining me in this lesson. We talked about definition of the Arabic nouns, how to recognize them, and some types of Arabic nouns, and some important features. Next lesson, we will talk about verbs in Arabic. الأفعال في اللغة العربية. Give me like and subscribe and see you next time. السلام عليكم.